Doreen.
I want Mona to answer this
Oh,
first.
me? Why is
Do you
insulting me?
believe?
Of all people, why would I answer the
Okay,
question?
I made it a bit easy for you guys, but you know what from this question you guys know what I want, but I made it a bit easy, but you guys know what I want. Do you believe in true love? So what's your favorite part about relationships and friendships? Do you believe in true love? What's your favorite part about relationship and
And
friendships?
friendships.
True love.
Yeah. So it's about two sides, not one side. People, when you're talking, two sides.
Can we define love
So
first? What is love?
it-
Is
What
there a
is
true and
true love?
untrue?
In this sense, what is true love? Love that is
what is
true.
true love? Because do you believe in true love? So what's that true love? What's love?
To believe in something, it means you know it first. What is love and what is true?
Ah,
Amy, help us here. What is
ah,
true love according to you?
ah.
Jesus
Eh?
died for our sins. That's true love.
Serious.
Mm, okay, I think
How?
everyone can define love how they know it, right? Everyone can
Yeah.
define love. So to me,
Love is kind. Love is patient.
Actually, first Corinthians 13.
Verse
ah,
4.
Actually, that's a perfect answer. I'm
Love
coming, guys.
complete
Let me open. Let
everything.
me open. Let
It
me
does
open.
not boast.
I
It is
think
not
yes. I think okay.
self-seeking.
We have that love is sacrifice.
Yeah. Love
Wow.
Mm.
trusts.
Love is
Wow.
sacrifice. That's why I know it. Like if both in relationship and friendship, if you love, you can just
Yeah.
sacrifice. It shouldn't be a big thing, but even a little thing. If you really love someone, you can do it.
You go the extra mile.
Yeah. Love
Actually,
is I don't know how
It's
to
very
put
hard to
this.
put love in a box. It's very
Yes.
everyone
But I
defines
know
it
love is
with
happiness.
experiences.
I just know there is this happiness you get from
Yeah.
it. It's just happiness. It's sacrifice. I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot when it comes to love. There's just a
exactly.
lot you see. There's just a lot in front of you. Hmm?
Yeah.
There's just a lot. Love is understanding.
You
So,
know, I think last month was March, right? Or April.
mhm.
It was
April.
Eh?
February.
What?
Sorry.
Eh?
Uh, on February, it was a theme. It was the month of love, and we actually like tried to define what is love. You know, if you define, you can't really separate. Love is love. Like when it comes to family, love is love. When it comes to friendship, love is love. When it comes to relationships, love is love. And there is a one of the ministers. I think I listened to her, and she was like, "There is this part in the Bible. I think it's not. I think it's First Corinthians 13 verse 4. It defines love in like 10 verses. It says, "Love is patient. You have to be patient, whether in friendship or relationships. Love is
Yeah.
kind. Love does not envy. Love does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no records of wrongs. It does not delight in evil. It always protects, trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails, my friend. And where else? Yeah, that was all. So she made us put in place of love, you put
Put your
Doreen,
name.
like you put your name. So when you
Yeah.
say Doreen is patient, are you patient, my friends? It means if you feel like the next word that you're saying it does not really reflect or it doesn't match the reality of who you are right now, then you know where exactly to like work to. If you say like, okay, Amina is patient, Amina is kind, does not envy. So deep. That's how you know like there it's it love is broad, love is
Mhm.
wide. but it's the greatest commandments that we're given. Above all this, love is the greatest.
Understood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So
I do believe in true
so
love.
so so we do believe in true love.
I do.
Okay. So we have to answer our
Yeah.
next questions. So what's your favorite part about relationships and friendship?
Being there for each other, I guess. I
Yeah.
think now, the more I grow, the more, because I used to think my love language was gifts, but then the more I grow, I realize I prefer. Okay, I think it depends on the season I'm in, because
Yeah.
sometimes I just need quality time. It could be a call, it could be, I don't know, just a walk, a date, anything with my loved ones, and that would just make my entire day or week or month even at large. And also, I also love, what is this? Is it when someone does for you things? What is it called? The
Oh,
love
act
language.
of service.
Acts of service, because nowadays, guys, sometimes I'm just lazy, so when someone comes to my house and maybe they help me with something and I'm just like, wow, I love them for that. So I think, to me, love is what I enjoy mostly about relationships is being there for my friends and my friends being there for me in times of need. So
In
yeah,
terms of friendship, to be there for your friends and friends to be there
and
for you.
them
And in
being
terms
there
of
for me.
relationship,
I don't know what that is, my dear. I can't relate.
I was waiting. That's why I said we have two. We need to have two answers. So I was waiting for you on that
I'll
part. In
pass.
terms of friendship, we understand. What about relationships?
But I think how you love is how you love. Like they said,
Yeah.
there's a saying that goes, "How you do anything is how you do everything." So if this is how I love my friends, then definitely this is how I will love my partner, and this
But
is
you
how
know,
I
they
will love.
actually, cousin, I would like to counteract on that. You know, they're actually people that are good friends but bad partners, and it's
They
very.
don't love the partner. Then they don't love that partner. It's simple and easy. They don't love you. They don't love the partner. So those
Because
friends, love is
I've
very
actually
easy.
heard this more than once. Like people will describe, like the
Like
friends
he's
will
a good
describe this.
man, but he's not a
Yes,
good
but the
husband.
partner will be
But
like,
when it comes
you
to the
guys.
partner, it's a different person.
He does not love the partner. As simple as that. Or they are not friends with the partner. It's simple.
I think that's why they say it's important to actually build a friendship before starting a
Exactly.
relationship. Because
When they say
now it
marry your
makes sense.
best friend, when they say marry
They
your
mean
best
it.
friend, they mean this. Like
Yeah,
in your relationship, there should be friendship in the middle. You
yeah,
guys should be besties. You should be friends. At the same time, you should have that relationship
Correct.
thing.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Mm-hmm. What
that's
about you, Doreen? Mm-hmm. What's your favorite
what I
part
love.
about friendship
You came
and
to us.
relationship?
Okay, I'm no relationship expert and everything, but yeah, I think actually it's important. I know I'll sound cliche for saying this, but if as a person you recognize the presence of God in your life, there is no way you go on hating another person for no reason or not being able to relate with them if you have not experienced the love of God. And I think for some people it's hard for them to experience, let's say it's hard for them to be expressive, feeling or allowing themselves to feel the love because they have not experienced the love of God. Because I can't define anything else greater than the love of God, obviously. And when you realize how much God loves you and how much God loves his people, then you tend to be more kind, you tend to be more patient, because you yourself, at times you fail as a human, you fail as a person, you fail as an individual in the society. Like you are not so perfect, so you tend to cut some people some slack. You tend to understand people better because it's a relation. When we talk about relationship, it's not always about the other person. Relate. How do you relate to them? how do you relate yourself with them, you know? That's why it's a ship. It's not like a boat. It's not a motorcycle. It's a ship. Like, it's a two-way thing. So I think for us, ultimately, I believe for you to have a fulfilling relationship or friendship, or have a good relationship with others, you have to know how to, you have to love God. You have to know how to relate to God. You have to feel, first of all, that greatest love of all. Because I think I've actually also noticed a trend for most of the psychologists I listen to. They always, we find it hard to be in relationships or stay in relationship, because we want someone to feel something in us that only God can feel, you know. You can have the bestest of friend ever, but if there is that something lacking, you know, you feel like, oh, this person could have done better. My friend, it's only God that can fill that place. Like, you can't expect a human being to make you feel complete, to make you feel whole, you know, to make you feel everything you want to feel. Like, you just have to give God his portion and give humans their own portion. Because if you expect 100% satisfaction from humans, you're in for a wrong road, my friend. Like, humans are not perfect, that's first, and everyone has their own baggage. You can't come to me and expect me to feel you and you have not filled yourself. Like, or people that believe that being in a relationship will make you happy, my dear. They play.
I mean, some people they might.
Mm-hmm.
They play, you know. There are people
So
that are actually like addicted, like, I have to be in a relationship to feel happy or to feel complete. That's where you like get everything
That's
wrong.
why they're
Before you,
wrong. Because why
yeah,
aren't you
like,
happy by your own?
by your own, my friend. What are you looking? What do you think I
so
can
I
give you that
have
you
a
can't give yourself?
question.
Yeah.
So regarding that, how come there are some atheists who are in love, and they know how to love, they're doing it well, but they don't believe in God?
You know, the thing is, that's the question that comes into, you can't be, how can I say, the perfect, as I said earlier, the perfect definition of love comes from the Bible. As a believing Christian, I don't know about atheists. As a believing, that, like, uh, there is nothing greater that can
Than
define
God's
love
love
as the
for us.
Bible does. As the
Okay.
Bible does. So that's my guideline. For atheists, I think, okay, for non-believers, I think we actually, I heard this from one of, I wouldn't mention their names, but I heard it from someone, like, you saying maybe you're doing everything right. You know, there are people that be like, me, I'm going to heaven, I'm not sinning, I'm not doing anything wrong. Like, where is your manual? Where are you learning this from? Like, where are you seeing these things from? So to some extent, I still feel like maybe they are doing godly things without knowing that they are doing godly things, because God is love, and all religions, we always agree that God is love. So you're being godly without knowing that you're being godly. At the end of the day, no matter how you claim to be, like, because that's the only definition of love that will come to my head, like, immediately, because I know God is love. So
I think I agree with that too. Like, cause I know someone who also is like that. But when I look at her, I wouldn't say it because I know they don't believe in it. But when I look at that person, I was like, I know you don't believe God, God. I don't know what has happened to you that you don't believe God, God. But whatever you're doing, I know you're doing it in a godly way.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
that person was a good person. That person was helping people. That person, I would say, that person was there for me.
Mm.
Helped, like, with all they had that person had. She helped, like, no judgment, no what. Not only to me, I would see it how she was doing it to other people too. No judgment. I was like, I don't know why you don't, but even your face, everything, how you smile, it's like God is protecting you, giving you everything. It's not like you're human, you get hurt, there are things depressing you. But I think, like, God is protecting you in a way that she doesn't believe that God is doing it.
Yeah.
So
There are people like that.
mhm.
But
So it's my
Lisa, it's
side.
important to just give God his part and humans their parts, because there is no one who will make you feel the way God does.
So
Ultimately,
to you, all those words, are it in friendship or in relationship?
Both. You know, there are people that are not in relationships, but they have friendships that they have put their all, to the extent that when maybe something has happened with a friend, they can't continue with their lives, and they're like, no, my friend has done this to me. I can't keep up with life. It's not only on relationships, and there are people also have entered relationships expecting to be fields. Others, it has even gone further to marriages. You know, the people that believe, okay, when I'm married, everything is perfect. You know,
Big up, yeah.
everything is solved in marriages, but they keep forgetting that those people they are marrying is just God has joined you to. It's not like a magic has happened that you're
Yeah.
now going to feel like a different person. Yeah, that's why I usually like try to advise people. Okay, yeah, you want to marry, but have you made it right with God? Like, have you put yourself in and God in that position that okay, in case
Are you
anything
married
happens,
for the right person?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
marry, like build your relationship with God first before looking for someone. Because at the end of the day, we are
Mm-hmm.
all humans, and I think I speak because I have. Okay, let's skip that. Let's skip that part. But I speak because I know, like, relationships, you're still relating to a human being. Like, your relationship with someone cannot make you feel whole. It cannot make you feel complete. Yeah, a friend can make you feel better, but they are there like temporarily. But
Yeah.
if God doesn't fill that space, like, you still feel it's empty. You keep feeling from time to time. Yeah, a friend can make you better for sometimes for a few days, but at the end of the day, when you go back to bed, you only know what's in your heart, and you only know what keeps repeating in your head. So if you don't have a lifelong companion, which is God, and you are sure that, okay, in this God that I'm trusting, or in this God that I'm believing, He's the only one that can make me feel how I want to feel, then you are on for a long ride. Because there's no fulfillment that a human being can give you that is more than God. So people should stop expecting a lot in relationships. You guys are causing a lot of havoc. If you want
And
someone to make you
mostly,
feel
I think it's
happy,
mostly to us girls who we really expect a lot in
okay, it
relationships.
don't rush
Really?
things. It don't rush things. It's
Really?
true. Like,
It
sometimes
goes
I
both
don't think
ways,
I don't
but
think it's
us,
only
no,
girls actually.
no, listen, it's both men and women expect something from their partners, but I feel like our
It
expectations
should be
as
like
girls,
that. You should
yes,
go with
but I feel us as
expectation.
girls, the expectations are higher. In which,
Yes, have high
if you
standards.
do are so high, in which if a man does this, it triggers, there's somewhere where you're triggered so bad.
Yeah,
So I
I
believe
think
we
I
should all have
understand. I understand where you're
expectations, but
coming
there is
from.
that the standard you're talking, like, keep yourself in a place where you shouldn't reach a place to say, I can't do without this man.
Yeah.
Where
Slow down, slow down. It has to
Sit
there
come
are
with
those
down.
you can have an expectation, but don't make it like very high, in a way if he does something or maybe she does something, you start saying, i I did everything for you, you are my happiness, you
mm, like, yeah, you're my
yes.
happiness. That's
No,
something wrong.
it's okay to go complain, like, I expected this and
Yeah.
this from you. It's okay, but don't reach
Yeah.
a phase where I cannot be happy without you. You're my everything, my air. Those are lies, but it's okay. Cannot be
You're the
happy
air that I
without you.
breathe.
Ah,
When I drink water, I see you in the middle of a cup,
in
you
the
know?
glass. Ah. When I close my eyes, I see your face.
Yeah.
But expectations, that I believe everyone has expectation with their partners. Like,
Yeah, I think you should go into a relationship with expectations and communicate your expectations. Like, yo,
Exactly.
yes.
this is what I expect from you. A, B, C,
Mm.
D. Will you be able to meet my expectations? If no, then
Yeah.
it's up to you now to judge. Are you
Yeah.
going
To
to
realize. And the
compromise?
thing about, and something also I heard from another one of the women in YouTube. She was like, these men, they go into, okay, let me not generalize the whole demographic, but they were like, people bring forward their expectations, you know. Obviously no one wants something bad for themselves, but as you put those in line, what do you give in return? Are you able to reciprocate? You know, if you want someone to be faithful to you, are you faithful? If you want someone that, okay, you should, I want to be able to trust you, do you trust yourself? Do you trust them as well? Like, as you put forth your expectations, make sure you are able to match. I want someone who is educated, who is they have their knowledge, their things put together. Are you put together? Are you knowledgeable? Are you, like,
Are
be
you
able to match, so
educated?
that when you come to communicate, they'll be like, okay, I understand
That
where you're
makes
coming
sense.
from,
Yeah.
because yeah, I see that in you. Okay, so maybe they know, then they have to either level up or double down. And it's good to actually like be able to communicate your expectations, because most times I actually noticed from a couple of people I've heard from, the most problems in like relationships is whether expectations are not met, or they were not even communicated at first. Like, we have to understand that we as women, we can't think as how men think, and
Yeah.
them as men, they can't really understand how women think or what we expect. So it's only right if you say, okay, as my partner, I expect you maybe to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and they'll be like, oh, okay, you expect me to do the, and them as well to be like, as my woman, I expect you to do 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the only way there's going to be like agreement. Because if you see that how men communicate, like, you can have an argument 2 minutes ago, and, oh, bro, how are you? I'm fine. Like, that has finished. But as a woman, I want you to sit down and tell me, okay, that I'm sorry, what happened? You know, talk me down out, or talk me out of it. Don't just leave me hanging as one of your fellow guys and expect
Yeah,
like everything is
it's
okay.
fine.
So,
Yeah, as women, we don't do that. We don't
exactly,
do
like, we like to talk things out. Talk to me. What happened? Like, what went wrong? You know. So only if we understand that I can be a woman, I am a woman, so I feel like this, and communicating that with your partner, and for them to actually understand and comprehend and like work it out, because we're different genders and everyone thinks differently. So in our differences, if we can still like have a common goal, then that's good.
When it comes to my favorite part about friendship and relationship, I don't know, but if I get an understanding, a person who really we understand the point, you just understand me. Oh man, you got my
Vibes, we
you got
vibe.
me. Like we vibe. The point that me and you talk, if as friends, and we understand each other. I'm gonna put example when we were together those days, like the first day. The first day, I have pictures, I have videos till now. The first day we were just three sitting like this. The vibe that we had, the understanding that we had,
Yeah.
it just clicked.
How
And
many
look at
years
us
has it
now.
been, guys? How many years
It
has
has
it
been a
been?
long. I don't know. We have to count. And like so,
8.
8 years! Almost a
Aw.
decade! Oh! That's
So
so.
it just clicked. So that's friendship. As oh, that's friendship, but also in relationship, I want it like that. Like I believe if we can understand each other, it means we can sit down and talk. If I
Yeah.
talk and you understand, don't just, I won't just talk and you say okay, I heard, but you didn't understand, you didn't
Yeah.
hear, you're lying, you didn't hear anything. It's like tap and they are out. Or maybe you just
And you know,
heard what I said.
the thing is,
Yeah.
I think I've come to notice men communicate differently from when women do. So when you're trying to communicate, like, this is what I was trying to tell someone. Yeah, I can come. Maybe how I communicate with you. Maybe let's say, I mean, I'll be like, oh, this iPad is nice, and what I expect from you is like, yeah, it's actually very nice. What's nice about it? Like, you be interested in
Give me the
conversation,
energy.
give
Like,
me
yeah.
the energy, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But for them, they're more subtle.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, bro, I bought this. Oh, that's good, bro. That's good. Finished. And that doesn't mean that they're not excited for you. Probably they are, but that's the best they could do according to how like they are wired, you know. So just tell him, like, if we are communicating, maybe I want for me to know if you understand, add a few points to it, just dip it in. Oh, this is
Now
how I
there's
want
some
it. 'Cause
people I've seen that, I've seen to some people, I've seen people complaining. I have seen that, like, people talk, they say, okay, I understand. Are you sure? Yes, you got it. Yes, I got it. Everything is okay, but
they won't do it
there's nothing. They
What?
because they
Why
don't
are you
want
wasting
to.
time with someone like that? You go.
they won't. Yeah, now that's it. They won't do it, and something like, you said you understand, and how a man can just be at that point. You won't even know if he didn't understand or he doesn't want to do it. He will be there. Okay, yes, I got you. I understand. No, you will feel like, okay, this person really got me, really until something happens. Like
We talked about
you
this.
exactly like, what's going on. So that's when like, okay, you're just looking at my mouth saying, you know what, you're just, I think you're seeing me as a goat just speaking and I was done. Okay, I get it.
Most
Okay, I
Yeah.
people,
understand.
most
And
people, they hear but they don't listen, because those are two
they don't
different things.
listen.
I can hear
Yes,
you, but I'm not listening to you. And at the end of the day, I think if he wants to, he would. That
he
applies.
would.
Period.
That's
That's
it.
Yeah,
what
That's
it's true.
that's
that's
If
how
he
it
wants
works.
to, if he
he
wants to
would.
listen, then he would listen. Yeah, it's true. He would listen and everything would be okay.
There is no any other way around it.
Mm.
That's why they say
Yeah.
there is a
So
difference between communication and comprehension. So communication is
yes.
And
just you da 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 da. Da. That's it. Comprehension is when the person is like, okay, so this is what the person is saying. So this is how
yeah,
this is the problem. Let's find a solution, and this
how
is
do
Let's
we
find
the
a
way
do?
solution.
forward. But
And I
people
think
just say that
I think
communication.
we ask for both of them, but people are just there, yes, as you say, for communication. Like, okay.
Period.
Someone hasn't sat down and thought about it.
With
Oh, so this
me,
is this. So this is the problem. Oh,
this
so
is
we
the
should do
solution.
this. We
This is
should
the
solve
way
this
forward.
way. Okay, so she should stop doing this and I should stop doing this too. So
Exactly.
And you
they
get
don't have
all
time.
that if you actually be with someone who is emotionally intelligent. There are people that they lack emotional intelligence. Like,
That's a red flag for me. Once I've communicated something to you and somehow you cannot bring yourself together to if you don't have any emotional intelligence, that's a red. I will not waste my time.
We go. We
I
move.
don't have time for that.
Run.
there are people that actually lack that. Because I was listening to a TikTok yesterday, and it was coming from a guy, and I was like, hey, so people actually this smart. People actually think this far. But yeah, like dating an emotional intelligent person, that's when they can like sit down, comprehend, find like me be more problem solving and optimistic. You understand? If you come with a
Mm-hmm.
problem, how do we solve it? It's not oh, okay, and then next minute you go back to the same thing over and over again. Like,
You know,
it's
the
important.
avoidant kind of people.
Yeah, and the thing
They
is,
don't
people don't
have time.
realize that these things you learn. Like, no, it's
No one was born with it.
no one was born
Yeah.
with it. Exactly, like
Yeah.
the same way you put work into something that you actually want. That's how you can actually put work in your friendships to make them better relationships, because
Yeah.
all these things, they can be built.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't really rely on the, because if you take, maybe let's say, maybe because of my environment, that's why I relate to people these ways. Our environment changes every day. There's a lot of things that can stress you. if you
Yeah.
if you're not an empathetic person and you're under stress, how will you relate to people? Like, it just has to, you have to learn. But people don't like
Mm.
learning. People don't like to learn.
And that's
They
their
are learning
loss.
about things. There's so many books that talk about emotional intelligence, so many videos coming from
Yes,
experts,
if you feel like I'm tired, I can't do a book, just put a video there and be listening
Yeah, put
at
a
it while you're chilled.
video. Listen to
Yeah, it
actually,
does
and
help.
listen to change. Don't like just listen to say, okay, I'm listening. Let it like
Mm-hmm.
put in work. Okay, I have to do this. Okay. So when I'm feeling like this, I have to do this. Okay, when I'm easy.
Yeah. Yeah. So Guys, thank you very much. I enjoyed this. I liked what we did. Thank you so much. Hey, people who are going to watch this, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Thank you, guys. I love you. Goodbye.
I love you. Bye bye.